In the fall of 2025, the most commonly asked questions in Google search had to do with AEO, Answer Engine Optimization. Questions like, what is AEO? How do you do AEO? Or what's the difference between AEO and SEO? Hi, I'm Joy Schleef, a Certified AEO Specialist, and in this video I will answer some of those questions for you. Before I dive into the training, please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. This is important information, and at this point there are still not very many people teaching good, trustable information about AEO. I'm so glad you're here to learn about how to get started with AEO. When you subscribe, you'll let Google and YouTube know they should share this video with more people. And if you click on the bell icon, you'll be notified when I post more videos on this new channel. Thank you. AI and AEO, Answer Engine Optimization, are clearly the next big wave affecting how browser searches work. In this video, I'll also talk about some reasons for how we got here, facing this big wave of changes, and how it likely has already been affecting the traffic and visibility that you or your business used to receive regularly by applying good SEO practices. Practices which unfortunately are no longer effective with algorithms that have changed dramatically in the past year or two. Will you ride the next wave, or will it crash over you? By now, I'm sure you've noticed the new AI overview that started appearing at the top of Google search pages around May of 2024. Let's look a little deeper at what else appears on this search results page now. Those small link symbols sprinkled throughout most AI overviews are now referred to as citations. The citations can be seen in the right column, but most people can also click on the Show More button, like we just showed, and simply scan through the rest of the AI overview without clicking on any of the citation-related websites shown over in the right column. That means that over 65% of searches now result in 0 clicks. A majority of searchers simply note the information in the AI overview and then leave the search page. The consensus seems to be that most businesses have lost about 30 to 50% of their previous traffic since May of 2024. But there are ways you can start changing that. The primary focus of AEO is different than SEO. It's all about answering people's questions as concisely as possible and having AI find the best and most trustable source to provide that answer. People are asking questions to help them find information, make decisions, and just answer questions for their curiosity. So how did we get here? These changes come at the intersection of two big trends. One is the rapid expansion of AI functionality and adoption by the public, and the second involves changes in how people use the internet, including decreased interest in reading information on websites, increased reliance on short video content, speaking to AI instead of keyboard typing, and reliance on AI to help with decision-making overwhelm. These two waves of change are combining to create a tsunami affecting several decades of how businesses have been performing digital marketing. The whole field is still relatively new, so changes are rapid and ongoing, and likely will be for some time. Be prepared for a wild ride. Think back to how often Google changed its algorithms over the past couple of decades. And think about all the changes made to email marketing regulations that were established a few years ago. But with good planning and consistent implementation and careful monitoring, the early adopters will have a big advantage over those who wait until the waters become calmer and guidelines and practices become more solidly defined. Potentially, these changes mean easier maintenance and enhancement of algorithms to easily control more and more of the ways that people interact with AI. The advantages for users of AI could mean more access to AI assistance in more applications and devices, ranging from mobile devices like GPS apps on smartphones to home smart speakers and beyond. It could also mean some relief from the decision exhaustion reported by many users of internet, social media, AI applications, and endless 24/7 news from various sources. And it can mean less reliance on keyboard query entries and more use of speakable conversations with AI. Here's one very important statistic. Over half of all internet users say they would prefer to use voice over keyboard entry. But less than 1%, what do you think that applies to? 0.3% is the percentage of sites now with speakable schema. This is one good example of the benefits available to early adopters of AEO guidelines. For now, you will still need to use both SEO and AEO, but there are different guidelines for how to create content that can be easily read by AI to determine which entities have the best and most concise and most trustable answers to any particular question. Those guidelines for AEO are different from the guidelines for SEO, and the recommendations for content structure are different as well. I'll introduce you to some of those basic guidelines for AEO in a future video, but at least for now, you should be getting a better understanding of what has changed and why. Traditionally, SEO has optimized for search engine rankings, known as SERPs, search engine results pages. It used to be quite common to see a page listing 15 to 20 different websites with a few sentences describing what visitors could expect to find on those pages. And usually there were more than one page of search engine rankings. On the back end, SEO typically focused on keywords, backlinks to and from other websites, and on the overall technical health of a site as the basis for assigning a ranking. Answer engine optimization is focused on increasing visibility in AI responses to users' questions. This approach is optimized for credibility, citations, and semantic relevance. It also drives brand mentions and authority within conversational outputs. And of course, there is some overlap between the two approaches. Content quality and relevance are critical to each. Structured data and optimization improves visibility in both approaches, and the goal for both is to increase brand authority and discoverability. I'd like to invite you to enroll in my brand new mini course on how to get started with AEO, Answer Engine Optimization, to improve your online visibility and website traffic. I will soon be selling this for at least $97, but right now I'm offering free beta access with just one condition. You need to use it to keep it. You'll have 10 days from the day you enroll to complete all 3 of the lessons inside this mini course. But don't worry, the 3 lessons altogether will only take you about 20 minutes to complete. If you do, you'll keep access for life, plus receive a valuable bonus that will help you start implementing what you've learned. Look for the hyperlink in the description below this YouTube video. That will take you right to the enrollment page, where you'll enter your name and email address and be taken directly to the home page of the course. If you would like, you can take a couple of quick actions to get started right away while it's top of mind. Thanks for watching this overview video. I hope you learned something, and I hope that you will enroll in the mini course to learn more about the ways you can get started on your own with improving your visibility and trustability with the AI Answer Engine Optimization.